Good morning. Thank you for joining me on my joyride today. We're going to talk about words. Now, words are the most important thing out there that we can learn to control because they affect everything we do, especially our relationships. You know, it's amazing to me that we can communicate at all. I mean, when you think about when you want to relay a message, are you clear with what you're saying? Or are you beating around the bush? Are you choosing the right words? And are you letting your emotions interfere and your tone of voice maybe mess up the message? And you got to look at the person receiving the message. Are they listening to every word? Are they hearing every word just as you intended? And are your emotions or tone of voice getting in the way? Are their emotions getting in the way of receiving it properly? So I just can't believe that we do get along every day communicating. And that's why there are so many issues out there, because we're not aware of how effective our words are, how detrimental they are to our existence. The Bible speaks all over about controlling our tongue. And if you looked at that last week, as I mentioned to you, you're quite aware what I'm talking about. Here's just a few of them. In Proverbs 10:19 says, "He who holds his tongue is wise." Proverbs 12:18 says, "The tongue of the wise brings healing." And 21:23 says, "He who guards his tongue and his mouth keeps himself from calamity." Ooh, is that true in marriage? Now, usually in marriage, you'll have one person who wants to talk about things right away. Let's talk, 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 talk. Let's get this out. Let's figure it out. And the other person is usually one who needs to think about it a little first, to carefully choose their words. That's me. I don't think quickly on my feet. I have to go map it out and figure out, get the right words to relay my message, because I don't want to mess it up, because I'll say stupid words if I don't know what I'm talking about, or if I'm put on the spot. If someone confronts me, I get all tongue-tied. So that's a big reason why it's very careful for us to choose our words, because wars are started over words. Divorce happens because of words. So you see, we have to choose very carefully. And you know, the Bible says over and over about controlling your tongue. But yet we live in a world that says, tell them what you think. Don't let them talk to you like that. Get it out. The world puts us down for not defending ourselves. Not that we shouldn't defend ourselves, but we have to be very careful to not give defense to the person that we are talking to. We have to be careful not to offend others. And I know, that's kind of opposite of what the world tells us, but that's how Jesus did it. He knew how to say the right words to get his message across. And you can tell someone when something isn't right, when they're doing something wrong. You can tell them gently with the right words that won't be so offensive. But we have to learn carefully how to do that, especially with our spouses, especially with our children. So this week I encourage you to be very careful of the words you say. Stop. Think about them for a moment. My husband always says, if you have something that important to say in the midst of an argument, it can wait till tomorrow when things have calmed down. And most of the time tomorrow comes and he totally has forgotten, or it's not important anymore. So look at your words this week. Stop and think carefully before you spew them out in the world. Thank you for joining me, and God bless you. Have a great week.